prevent as many ultras. The ultras covering us up, but it might, if you're only on 3 gas, a Zerg probably won't build that many ultras, won't be able to, and it's more prudent to just build other things. Although Yellow is in the process of putting up a 5th base, so if Nada can't deal with that, it'll certainly be very difficult. Nada's still on right now, since his main base is mined out, he's only got his natural and a mineral only. So this is kind of, oh, a razor trick coming in, gonna kill a lot of drones, and Yellow not even reacting, not even bringing them away. All those drones are gonna die, and it looks like, um, yeah. So that's some decent economic harassment, but Nada's still definitely behind in this game, just in terms of economy. He's kind of screwed. Yellow's still got a couple of Guardians in the air, and he's also got some Scourge ready for those vessels. And if he can go in and scourge those vessels right about now when the medic marines aren't even close, again going to take out the 3rd extractor, but all of his science vessels are very susceptible. Oh, come on, just get some Scourge in there. Alright, that extractor is going to go down. I'm going to pass this back to Deja Vu.
And Yellow's trying to take another base up at the top right, not going to be allowed to do so. There will be some Marines there. It's been a while since we've seen the Guardians do anything. I wonder what they're up to. Maybe they're just chilling, hanging out, maybe having a beer or something. But that'd be kind of cool to see them maybe make another showing here and try and protect that 3rd gas. That seems like pretty much an ideal position for them. That looks like almost what they're made to do, is just sit there at the 3rd base and protect that extractor from exactly this harassment that Nod is doing. And it looks like another plague went down. Maybe not as effective as the first one, unless a lot of the plagued Marines went down to lurkers or something like that. But yeah, definitely some more damaged Marines, and it looks like finally Yellow's going to come in here at the 6 o'clock position with a combined force and maybe actually keep his extractor alive, so that'll let him get up to 4 gas. Looks like Not is trying to take the 12 o'clock base as well, going to try and get up to his 3rd gas, but I feel like it might almost be too late. We've seen a couple Ultras already produced. The upgrades, I'm sure, are going strong, and a couple Scourge coming in here picking off one of the Science Vessels. And now here come the Guardians, going to make another appearance, and maybe they'll get irradiated, maybe they won't. There it is. There's the irradiate going down on a couple of these Guardians. So that'll help limit their numbers at least a little bit, but finally they're making a little bit of an impact on this game since their first unveiling, and we're seeing some of the multitask issues. We see some idle drones across the map. We see some different stuff going down for both these players, but that's okay. It's altogether all right. I think Nada needs to make sure that these science vessels not only stay alive, but that they continue to do things, that they continue to irradiate defilers. That's got to be key priority number 1 for him. Cannot allow Swarm to continuously go down, and we haven't seen that as often as we do from some of the top Terran players in their TVZ, and that they take down the defilers while they're still in their base before they can even really do much of anything. And we've got 6 marauding Ultras here at the north, going to go for that base at the 12 o'clock position. They're getting irradiated right now, but I don't think that Nada's going to be able to get in a position to defend this base, so he's going to be forced to lift, going to lose at least some of these SCVs as well. So good play by Yellow once again, going to delay that 3rd gas. I'm going to keep Nada on what is essentially 2 minerals and like 1.5 gases. His main gas is probably already mined out and depleted, so really only about 1.25 gas, something like that. And Nada coming in for a big counterattack here on the left side of the map, going to take down this mineral only if Yellow took it. I haven't been able to see if he actually took it or not. And maybe push down in towards the natural as well. And it looks like all the Guardians are finally down as well. And Nada actually coming in here for a big attack. He's got a ton of Science Vessels. It looks like 6 or 7 Science Vessels. If he can irradiate the world, if he can just throw down irradiates everywhere. But where are the irradiates? He needs irradiates. Oh no, I don't think he has the energy. I think he used them all on the Guardians and other. Oh, that is so unfortunate. He just didn't have enough irradiates, and I think we're going to see Nada take a loss here as Ultras are moving into his mineral only as well, and I just don't think he's going to be able to produce what he needs in order to really combat the massive numbers of Ultras that are going to be popping out here for the rest of the game.
Sorry if there's vent lag on this. I heard like Deja Vu skip a lot, so I might be a little bit behind here. But anyway, the 3rd was not as mineral only was forced to lift. He stopped pressuring that 3rd gas, and he's got like just almost no forces left on the map. The only thing I have to say to Yellow is, where are your Scourge? Those science vessels have been unprotected so often in this game, and I really think the only thing Nada has left going for him is the upgrade. He's got superior upgrades. He's got superior upgrades, but I think Yellow's still at 1-2. And getting a couple of irradiates there. There are some Scourge, but he's coming in with like 4 Scourge when he should be coming in with an entire control group of Scourge. All right, getting a plague on about half of those vessels. That's pretty good for yellow, and he's got a couple of irradiated ultras. The thing about irradiating ultras, though, is if ultras get into one of your bases and are just killing SCVs, irradiating them is just going to kill your SCVs. Oh, he built a hatchery under. Oh, that just hurts. He not his 12 o'clock base. Yellow just built a hatch under it. What I was going to say is if you irradiate an Ultralisk that's slaughtering SCVs, it's just going to slaughter SCVs a little bit quicker, and it's still going to get all of them down. Um, that lone Vulture isn't going to do anything. It looks like Nada's got macroed up, despite his lack of money, has macroed up pretty decent force. Although it's a total sausage fest in there. He's only got two max, and everything gets plagued. That's terrible. As soon as this attack gets cleaned up, I think Nada's going to be inclined to GG because he really doesn't have the economy to re-macro any of this forces up. He's got a bunch of 1 HP vessels and like no Marines left. He is screwed in this game.
No doubt. He is done. He can GG at any point. We got 5 gas now up for Yellow, although he's not going to have the 5th gas for a little bit here as some Marines move in there. It's not going to matter. He doesn't have the tanks. He doesn't have enough mines. He doesn't have the massive firepower that you need in order to counter these big beefy big brother ultralisks that you just can't do it with Medic Marine alone. You gotta have some more backups, and science vessels help. He's getting a nice little science vessel cloud, but I just don't think it's enough. He needs tanks. That's what he needs. He needs to have that massive firepower. He needs to have that 85 damage pouring down on each of these ultralisks every chance he gets. Because otherwise, the 2 damage or whatever that even upgraded Marines do against upgraded Ultralisks, it's just not enough. It's just going to take too long to kill him. And it looks like Nada might be coming in here for another Eraser Check. Yeah, that's what he's going to do here at the 6 o'clock position. Going to take down a ton of drones. But it's just too little, too late. Like, if this had happened like 4 minutes ago, this might have done a lot more. We got some Mutalisks coming in here, finally popping out, taking down some of the plagued science vessels, so that was nice as well. And now we're going to see the lack of minerals, the lack of gas, the lack of just everything for Nada starting to kick in as he can't reproduce those science vessels, as he can't reproduce these Medic Marines in this time. This is pretty much his last hurrah of Medic Marines. I don't think he can really macro up another force once more. And we got some Mutalisks coming in here. We've got Ultralisks, we've got Lurkers. Why don't we throw some Queens in here? Maybe some, I don't know, Broodlings and what other else can we think up to throw at Nada here to finish this off. And I don't know what Nada's waiting for the GG, what he thinks he can really do here. But I guess he's got some sort of prayer, hope, dream that he thinks that he can make a push. He's coming out with some more Marines, going to try, and he's going to have to fight Ultras, though, and they're just not going to do any damage. If Yellow burrows his Lurkers, then this is all going to go down there. They burrow, and everything's going to die here, as Nada doesn't even look like he's paying attention. I think he's just coming out here for one last run. GG from Nada. So Yellow's going to even up the series at 1-1 as we move on to set 3. Verosh, you got any final thoughts on this game?
That was a really good game by Yellow, but I feel that if he had just produced a lot more Scourge in this, if he had produced a lot more Scourge, he would have been a lot more successful. Anyway, GG.